Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Do you guys know what that is? Can you see the name Ford Motor Company? Yep, you got it. This is the number one reason why Ford engines keep failing. Especially for trucks engine. You know, why Ford has bad reputation. People say it's a bad design. Well, it's not a bad design. I'm gonna show you guys the reason. This is the reason why those engines keep failing. Why people keep replacing. If you search at Google cam phasers, the first thing comes out, what? Ford. Why? Is the Ford the only company that uses cam phasers? No, Ford is not the only company. There are companies that, every company today has cam phasers, but Ford is known for it. Ford is known for it, and a lot of people think that's a bad design. Well, uh, if it's a bad design, then cam phasers, timing chain, oil pump would have failed during the warranty. But unfortunately, all those problems starts happening right after the warranty. So it's not a bad design. There's something else. What you're looking on a screen is the cause of the bad of what's the reason for bad design, or of the cause of the bad design, as people say. This is the problem. You're looking at it at pickup tube. Yep. This is the engine oil pickup tube. See how clogged up? You know why it's clogged up? You know why the cam phasers fail? Why timing chain fails? Why oil pump fails? Well, this is the reason. Why do you think we'll start with the oil pump? Because oil pump is pretty much directly connected to the pickup tube. Well, what do you see? 95% clogged up pickup tube. You know why? Stay tuned. Don't forget to click that subscribe button and the bell, because you're going to learn something new. Because knowledge is power. And don't forget to give thumbs up, like this video, because it helps you first and helps the channel. Why it helps you? Because you get to become more educated, know something that you didn't know before, and you'll come back to this channel to learn more, because it's your source of good information. So, why pickup tube is clogged up? Well, let's start from the basics. You know, pickup tube is connected to the oil pump. Oil pump circulates and pressurizes all the galleys and all the holes and all the oil arteries, if you want to say it that way, with high pressure oil, clean oil, because from oil pump it goes to the filter, and from the filter it goes and circulates through all the components. Let me say this: if the oil pump is not getting enough oil, what happens? Think about this. You see this clogged up? You think the oil pump's going to get enough oil? It's not going to get enough oil. It's not going to supply enough pressure that is needed. It's always going to be running dry, starved of oil. And guess what? It's going to wear out. What do you think about the timing chain that's supposed to have enough lubrication and it's not getting enough because the oil pump is not getting enough oil? Cam phasers. Cam phasers is one of those things that rely heavily on pure clean oil. They have a screen that requires to have clean oil to be working properly, to be activated. And if the cam phasers solenoids being clogged up or not getting enough oil, well, the whole entire system is not going to work properly. It's going to wear out. It's going to fail. And it happens always after warranty expires. So what's the cause of this screen to be plugged up? You know what I mean? It's the bad design? Absolutely not. It's not any different from other brands. It's not any different from other people using. They don't have problems with those engines. You know what I mean? It's just there's something else. It's the cause, the pickup tube, or it's the pickup screen in this case, is the cause of all those failures. Because a lot of people go and change oil pump, cam phasers, timing chain without realizing, wait, what happened? Why did those components fail? Pickup tube is clogged up. You know why? Look inside. Oil. People who follow factory recommended change intervals end up having problems, because people think the Ford recommendation, remember, it's a recommendation, it's not required. It's your car, it's your truck, you are responsible for it. Be smart about it. Ford is not looking out for your best interest. Their goal is to sell more cars, is to sell more service, not less, because they're going to be bankrupt. And if they're going to be selling less service and less cars, they're not going to be in business for too long. So their goal is to sell more. Their goal is to sell more and more service and more parts and more cars and trucks. And people who don't follow their recommendation, I know people, they get 200 plus thousand miles of their engines with zero cam phaser, timing chain, or oil pump replacements. Zero. Absolutely. Why? Because they don't follow factory recommended change intervals. It used to be that Ford and other brands said 3,000 miles, 3 months max on oil. Guess what? Oil is cheap, and people who still change their oil every 6 months or 3,000 miles max never have problems with their engines. Never. Absolutely. Because at 3,000 miles, that's a perfect. That's where the end of the, especially like synthetic blends or cheap full synthetics, you can't get more than 3,000 miles out of them unless you want to have clogged up pickup screen and have issue. You see right there? Clogged up, built up, caked up stuff. Well, that's from having oil in your oil pan for too long, not changing enough. Change your oil more frequently, you'll never know what's a cam phaser's failure. You'll never know what turbo failure is. You'll never know timing chain or oil pump. And there is big YouTubers out there showing you how to replace cam phaser, timing chain, and oil pump. But the problem is then they don't show you how to replace and clean your pickup tube. You gotta start with the problem. Unfortunately, many people don't solve the root of the problem and fix what failed and then going back and keep replacing it. I know a guy who replaced, he was on his second timing chain and cam phasers and oil pump. Why? On his second set, he realized there's something going on. He pulled the oil pan and realized his pickup tube was 75 to 80% clogged up. That's the reason he was replacing a second set, you know what I mean? On second set of cam phasers and timing chain, because it just wasn't getting oil. If you're not getting oil, you get in a wear, and then things start failing and breaking. So there you go. Oil being used longer than it's designed. Like I said, Ford is not looking up to your interest. Change your oil if you're using Ford Motorcraft more often, or if you're using cheaper stuff more often, and you're gonna be one happy camper. You will never know what's the engine problem, and you'll be one of those people that gets 200,000-300,000 miles out of their engines without ever touching it or opening up the engine, because like I said, oil is cheap. And if you want to be cheap and if you want to listen to what Ford says, well, then you're going to be spending money on repairs, or someone else who's going to inherit your car, either trade in or you're going to sell it. So thanks for watching. If you have questions, drop me a comment. Things like rocker rollers, that's the common thing that fails because not enough oil, not enough lubrication. And replacing oil pump, cam phasers, timing chain is, you're not solving the problem. You gotta clean your pickup tube. That's how you solve the problem. So again, I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed to my channel. If you have questions, ask and I will answer.